I don't know why, but you stay on my mind. You walking like a quiet breeze, messing with my heartbeat. Don't even try, you just exist, and that's enough for me. You smile like you don't know what it does to me, and I pretend I'm fine, but I'm not really. I try to.
Good morning, YouTube, and welcome back. For those of you that are new here, my name is Ashley Diane. I'm a 40-year-old mother of two, full-time teacher, and fit model athlete with the Canadian Physique Alliance. Today is Saturday, May 30th, and it marks 2 weeks out from my national debut. So I did my check-ins this morning. By the way, I got 5 new gorgeous fit model suits from my incredible sponsor, Karen, yesterday. Love, love, love the suits. A couple of them are definitely not like stage suits, like the gold and the corally orange peach one, just because they would probably not stand out with the competition tan. However, I absolutely love them, and I do have a photo shoot on Friday, so I'm probably going to put them to use there. And no matter what, I'll be using them for my daily posing, check-in pictures and videos, but I love these new suits. So I did my check-ins in the green suit. Love the green. Maybe it's a contender for show day. I have 9 fit model suits now, and I am not sure yet what I will be wearing come show day. It really does depend on what the backdrop of the show will look like, as I want a suit that's going to stand out against the backdrop. So I likely won't even decide until like the night before show or even show day. So we shall see. I did my check-ins. If I'm being honest, I'm not like in the best mental mindset at the moment. For whatever reason, my weight is up slightly today. So I was 122.8. And it's a little discouraging because all week when I was waking up at 4:30 for morning cardio, my weight was lower than that, like in the lower 122s, like 122.4, 122.6. And then I slept in more today because it's Saturday and my weight is up. So, and I didn't do anything different. So it's kind of discouraging because, like, generally speaking, my weight stays at a certain number throughout the week, and it will always drop Saturday as I have a better sleep. But for whatever reason, it went up, and yeah, it's just discouraging because I like worked really hard this week. Other than the cheat meal I had on Sunday, I haven't deviated. I've like crossed off all my check boxes, and yeah, I think it could just be stress related. I was planning to have a Epsom salt bath last night when I came home from the gym. However, my boyfriend's daughter is over this weekend. She had a long shower, and by the time I went to have a bath, there wasn't any hot water. I literally filled up the tub like maybe 4 inches, and I tried to like sit in there for a little bit. Sitting in the tub, it didn't even cover my stomach. So I had to like literally lie down as flat as I could and like have my legs stretched to like try to have the water like cover my core. And then it got cold very quickly because there wasn't much water. So I think that kind of sucked. And today's just going to be a very busy day. So I think just the stress of like maybe those things kind of is making me hold on to a little bit of weight, but I'm going to let it go, and yeah, hopefully tomorrow will be better. So I'm enjoying my coffee. I think I might just watch some Netflix for a little bit before I get ready. I think I'm going to stay off Instagram. I don't think that's going to help me feel better about myself or like help with stress. And then just try to get through my day. So today I am getting a pedicure. So this is my first pre-show like appointment I have. So 2 weeks out, a pedicure, it will be fine come show day. It's just if I wait till peak week, it's just so many appointments to do all at the same time, like lashes, eyebrows, nails, pedicure, on top of training and cardio and stuff with my kids and work. So I'm going to do the pedicure today. I want to get in another tanning session at the stand-up tanning bed. And then I'm going to hit the gym for a mobility stretching day and abs, not a training day. But yeah. Oh, and when I come home, as I have the time, I want to go through some of my photo shoot wardrobe and pick out some outfits for a photo shoot I have on Friday, which will be exciting. He is an incredible fitness photographer. I'll put his Instagram below. His name is Mark. I worked with him in the wintertime, just doing some like bodyscapes, just close-ups of like different parts of my body. But this is going to be an actual photo shoot. He reached out to me and wanted to work with me while I am like stage lean. So I think it'll be really fun and I am excited for that. So I'm going to work of like organizing my outfits. I have so much clothes for photo shoots. So I'm going to do that today, probably some meal prep. But yeah, that's just kind of how we are at today. So I'm kind of in like a meh mindset. And you know what? It's all part of prep. Like some days you're going to feel amazing. Some days you're just going to feel like a little bit down and discouraged. I don't know. I think it's literally my weight is the only thing because I look at my photos and I like how I'm looking. Love the green suit a lot. But yeah, it's just a mental thing. So I'm glad I have Erin, my amazing coach, to like see me objectively, to tell me what to do and guide me. Because if it was up to me, probably wouldn't make the best decisions for the next 2 weeks. And I would probably chase the smallest number on the scale and reduce food and increase cardio, which is not the look that they want for stage. So I'm glad I have her and yeah, it'll be okay. So I just thought I'd pick up the camera and give you a little bit of an insight into how I'm feeling and the plan for the day. So I will catch you in the next clip. I thought I'd walk you through my mobility day. This is the program that my coach Erin and her boyfriend Joseph put together for me to really focus on my internal hip rotation and just loosening everything up so that it will help me with posing and also hitting the targeted areas when I do my training. So my first exercise is the cat-cow pelvic tilt. As you saw, I start on my hands and knees and I slowly alternate between rounding and arching my spine while gently moving my pelvis. The focus is to move slowly, loosening lower back and hips and remembering to breathe through each rep. I do this 2 sets, about 8 to 10 reps each. My next movement are 90-90 hip switches. So I start by sitting on the floor with both knees bent at 90 degrees, and I slowly rotate side to side while staying tall through my torso. The focus is on smooth hip rotation and keeping my chest upright with controlled movements and not forcing any range. Next are hamstring rockbacks. So I start on my knees and I extend one leg straight out in front with the heel on the floor and toes up. I place my hands on the floor and slowly rock back and forth until I feel a gentle hamstring stretch and switch legs and repeat. The focus here is slow, controlled movements and gently stretching with no pain, keeping my spine long and relaxed. I really enjoy this movement as I feel like it's a really good deep stretch, and I think it'd be a great exercise movement before training your hamstrings as it really does activate that muscle and gets it working before training. Next are supported hip internal rotation liftoffs. So I'm starting in the same position as my 90-90 hip switches. The only difference here is that when I'm in the side positions, I keep my knees planted and I gently lift the ankle and foot off the floor. So it's a really small controlled movement, but I'm actively controlling the hip and focusing on deep hip engagement and avoiding any torso leaning. Moving on to adductor rockbacks. So starting from all fours, I extend one leg out to the side, then I slowly sit hips back and return forward. So the focus here is on an inner thigh stretch, relaxed breathing, and controlled hips. I do, again, really like this movement as I feel it really opens up my hips and just kind of helps loosen things up. My next exercise are frog pumps. So lying on my stomach, I put the soles of my feet together with my knees open and I lift my hips using my glutes while maintaining constant tension. So here the focus is on opening my hips and adductors with controlled glute squeeze and a relaxed pelvis, avoiding any lower back extension or pain. Now I'm moving on to glute bridge with an adductor squeeze. So lying on my back with my knees bent, I place a small yoga ball between my thighs. I perform a glute bridge while gently squeezing inward through my thighs, and I hold the top position for about 2 to 3 seconds. Here, my focus is on keeping my ribs tucked and glutes driving the movement with gentle adductor squeeze, avoiding excessive low back arching. My last exercise is the Copenhagen plank. So I lie on my side next to a higher surface, like a couch, a chair, a bench, and I place my top leg on the surface while my bottom leg stays bent underneath for support. I press through my forearm and lift my hips off the floor into a side plank position. Here, the focus is on squeezing my inner thigh of the top leg and keeping hips lifted and level, ribs stacked over pelvis, and controlled breathing while maintaining a straight line from shoulders to hips. These are my 8 stretching mobility exercises. Once a week, I try to target all of them intentionally, while on my training days of glutes, I do try to focus on a couple of them, more so for activation and just opening my hips. But once a week, I go to the gym just to do these stretches and really helps with posing and just keeping everything flowing. Good morning, YouTube. Today is Sunday, May 31st. And last I left off was yesterday. I had a pretty decent day. Work went well. Did a bit of errands. Got my eyebrows done. Not sure if you can tell, but they did a pretty good job. Groceries. And then I did my mobility training at the gym. When I came home, I enjoyed an Epsom salt bath. And I was in that bath for quite a long time. And fortunately enough, my weight dropped this morning. So I hit a new all-time low, 121.6. So I'm officially 10 pounds lighter today than I was for my show on April 11th. So definitely excited that the scale keeps moving and dropping, definitely getting conditioned. I wish my glutes and my lines were tighter and more prominent, but definitely look better than I did in April. And at the end of the day, it's you versus you. So I'm making improvements and I'm really proud of that. And yeah, my upper body is definitely very stringy and very lean. However, I'm hoping that as we get closer to show, we'll be doing a bit of a carb up and I can fill up a bit and not look so striated and lean. But I am very happy that my hard work this week paid off and I was rewarded with a drop on the scale. So yeah, and by the way, I did my posing check-in pictures in one of my newer suits, which I absolutely love this color, this like corally orange color. Probably not a show day suit as I think it would blend in too much with the tan, but I love it. It's such a pretty color. And I don't know, I could even probably wear it to the beach because the Fit Model bottoms are not a thong. So it covers a good chunk of my glutes. And it is pretty. I just wouldn't get it wet, but I'm not really a watery person anyways. But yeah. So anyways, I am just chilling on the couch, having coffee, about to eat my oats, and then I'm going to hit the gym and train my glutes. I'm not going to film, but because it's the same program that has been in my last couple of vlogs, but I'm hoping to get a decent pump. And I did not go through my clothes yet for a photo shoot. Hopefully I will do that today. Some meal prep, and then just get ready for the week ahead. But I thought I'd pick up the camera and share my exciting news about dropping some weight. And I'm down 1.2 pounds today versus yesterday, which is crazy. And actually the last 2 weeks, my Saturday weight was slightly higher than my Sunday weight. So yeah, I don't know what's up there, but I kind of predicted my weight would drop and it did. So I'm happy with that. But anyways, I'm going to get on with my day and I'll catch you in the next clip. YouTube. Today is Monday, June the 1st. I just thought I'd give you a little bit of an update. So last night I woke up probably like 2:30 to go to the bathroom, went back to bed, and I could not fall asleep. I tried everything. I think my mind is just going a mile a minute, and I feeling a bit overwhelmed with all the stuff I have to do at home with meal prep. My boyfriend is gone for the whole week, so helping him get ready before he can leave. Time with my kids, my daughter's birthday coming up, her birthday party, my son's grad, everything with work, with report cards and the end of year, and then prep. And yeah, I just had a very difficult time sleeping. I couldn't fall back asleep, so I decided 3:30, I was up for the day. So I have been up since 3:30 this morning, nearly 12 hours as it's almost 3 p.m. And yeah, it was just one of those days. And then this whole week is very, very busy. So today, I don't know if you can see right there, I have my winter tires in my car and I need to get my tires switched. And after work today is a barbecue at school. But I had a moment of reflection this morning of like, Ashley, maybe you're just kind of spreading yourself a little too thin and it's okay to say no. And I made the decision to skip the barbecue. I've never not gone. And in fact, many years I'm the only teacher that even goes. But this time I was like, no, I really need to prioritize my mental health and well-being. I'm very tired. And I think a night at home chilling with my kids is better for all of us in every single way. So after I made that decision, my digestion felt better and I felt this like weight lifted off my shoulders. So I just wanted to make mention of that because sometimes it is okay to realize when you've hit your limit and it's okay to say no to certain things. Like you need to prioritize your well-being. And if you are sacrificing that for commitments that are not essential, say no. So yeah, that was just my little takeaway of today. And I feel glad that I made that decision. But yeah, I'm on my way home. Well, get my tires changed and then chilling with my kids tonight. And I am planning to have a bath tonight before bed. And Melina's sleeping with me for the next 2-3 days, seeing how my boyfriend is out of town. But thought I'd give you a little bit of an update. Catch you in the next clip. Good morning, YouTube. Today is Tuesday, June the 2nd, and it happens to be my daughter's 10th birthday, which is very exciting to have her hit that milestone. I'm in my bikini, as you can see, got my blanket because it's a bit cold still, but I did cardio. I did my little upper pump, trying to, pump up my shoulders a little bit. And I did my posing practice, which I try to do every morning. But I just wanted to have a little quick chat on, again, the mental state of things, as that's a huge part of prep. So lately, it's inevitable to kind of get in your head, compare yourself to the competition. But I don't know who is showing up. I know some of the girls I'm going to be competing against. And it's hard to not compare your physique to theirs and be like, I don't know, like, how do I stack up against them? Especially in something like Fit Model, where being more conditioned and leaner isn't the end goal. So yeah, thinking about it, I feel too like it's my first national show. So realistic expectations. Yeah, a pro card would be amazing. But at the end of the day, it's not the be all end all. And I did watch this podcast yesterday doing meal prep that kind of said if like the pro card is worth it, and how for a lot of athletes, the pro card is the beginning of the end. Like the pro card is like the ultimate, and they're on this high, and then any attempt they have at a pro show, they feel so discouraged because they end up in like last call outs. And you know what? regional shows are fun. If I don't get my pro card, maybe I have my chance at winning an overall, which I've never won. So, and then in my head, I'm like, you know what? I can't help what the competition looks like. All I can control is me. Number one, I'm 100% better than I was at my last show. So that's a huge win. But also, too, like I'm going to be in front of Tyler Mannion, who is vice president of the IFBB, which is a huge honor to be judged by him. But I'm like, you know what? I'm going to worry about me. I'm going to be in my own lane, not think about the competition because that is not going to help me. I'm just going to do what I do and I'm going to show up as a pro. Like mentally, my mind is there. Like how locked in I am, how dedicated I am to this lifestyle. I literally love it. Even when this is over, I still want to continue with morning cardio. I still want to continue with my meal plan, some deviations, like 1 or 2 cheat meals a week. But I love this lifestyle. So, like, I feel like I'm already living the life of a pro and I want to show up and, it's like a job interview, like show up as if you already have the job. So, that's kind of my mindset. I'm just want to tune out external noise. I'm probably going to be off Instagram a lot more than I normally am because it doesn't make me feel better mentally. It just makes me overthink and get in my head. And I don't need to do that at this moment. So right now, my mindset is focus on me, do what I can do. The funny thing, so training, like my glutes and hamstrings is a weakness. So when I train, I really focus on that area and I have that mind muscle connection. And I know this sounds silly, but like every rep, I'm literally envisioning growing those lines. And now that we got really lean, we got very conditioned, like we push conditioning for Fit Model, and now my food is up. I have a similar mindset when I eat. And when I eat extra carbs, I literally am envisioning those carbs filling out my glutes, filling out my lines and my back pose and my shoulders. So it's so funny, but like it's literally that mind connection because I do know I was flat and depleted and very lean. And a lot of fellow competitors, masters competitors, I know who will be doing this show. Like I've seen their regional pictures. I'm definitely leaner than pretty much all the girls I've seen. And that's not going to be rewarded on stage. If I'm the leanest girl, I'm not going to win because Fit Model isn't about being as skinny and lean as possible. It's about that healthy, fit, athletic look. So right now I need to keep the core tight. So I'm filling up with carbs like rice and rice cakes that digest well, but just filling up my muscles so I look full and, bubbly. But yeah, just kind of funny to have that mindset. But anyways, this has been a very long vlog and I'm going to stop talking, but I am going to show you my day because I have a very exciting day celebrating my daughter's birthday. And today my son is also going to be trying on his grad suit. So I'm going to take you along for birthday celebrations and his grad suit. And then I'm wrapping up the vlog for this week, but I am picking it up a day earlier on Friday for a photo shoot. So stay tuned to my peak week vlog, which is going to start off with a photo shoot. But thank you for following along. Please like and subscribe, and I'll catch you next week, peak week. We're on the home stretch, baby. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Melina. Happy birthday to you. Okay. Yeah. Easy girl.